Hey everyone, how's it going? This is our video on student learning outcomes as it relates to program department review. And so I wanted to take you through a brief tutorial to determine what SLOs you're going to be reviewing and planning with, and then how to identify the results and recommendations that have come through the SLO cloud. So with that, I will start with how do you find the data dashboards? Now, while we've embedded links already inside of the program department review template, I will take you through the Coastline website on how to access this information. So you go to institutional effectiveness. There's a drop down midway through the page called data dashboards. And then as we go through our different data sets, you can see SLO results. You can look at our planning schedule and then the SLO recommendations. So we'll first start with the reporting schedule. So one of the things that we discussed about reporting is we can't report and make plans every term. But how can we do things on an annual basis that we can collect the data over time, review it, make a plan, and then collect the data after we implement the plan and then make that change? So with that, you would go through, and for the example today, I'll use accounting. So right now you can look at the next couple of years about when we're going to report, but we set it up by program department review. So you can see your program department review in here. So we'd select accounting. And we see our reporting year is 23, 24. So you can look right here to see what the reporting year is, or if you're more comfortable, just select the exact year and that will just auto populate. And so you'll see accounting has 100, 101, and 102. So what you can do as assessment results is you can actually look at the individual assessment results if you're more comfortable. So what we'll do is we will just look at, and you can select as many courses as you can see, there's way too many, but you can select as many courses as you want. And so for accounting 100, we can look at the breakdown of how that's happened over time. Now, if you wanted to take a snapshot of that, there's a download button where you'll press download and you can just save the image, and that image will automatically save, and you can embed that into your program department review. Or if you want to have a more global level, say if you have many courses, you can go to the course level by program review. So we'll select accounting, and then you can look at, if we wanted to go to the course detail, and we see 100 and 101. And then there's the results. All we do is we go up to the top, download, image. And now we have that image to directly paste into your program department review. Now, what we've added to the SLO cloud is the areas recommendation. And so certain areas and individuals that provide suggestions for improvement, those suggestions are actually provided here. And we have it actually by subject or discipline level. So if you have something like, for example, in business, what recommendations were given by course? And these are all the data that is being brought out of the SLO cloud. The 22-23 data will be loaded in this week. So you can just take these recommendations to add that to your file if you see needed. But sometimes you can just use it for review or start conversation. Then we go to program student learning outcomes, where we look at what we call the umbrella of the program. And for this instance, we look at accounting. This is set on a 4-point scale. And the closer to 4 is the closer to achieving that outcome. Again, you can look at these program student learning outcomes and you can download that into your report. And so with that, that is the overview of how to gather SLOs and add them to your program and department review.